Hello, hello. So you think you're fine, peeps?
I don't know if you're fine, but this episode's going to be hella fine.
It's going to be some crazy, crazy goodness. Welcome to episode 4, Live, Laugh, Chug.
Live, Laugh, Chug.
What a great title. What a great
you
title.
came up with this one. This is pretty funny.
One of my best titles I think I've come up with so far.
I think so too.
For our listeners, you're probably like, what is Bethany and Emmis going to be talking about? Well,
yeah.
Live, Laugh, Chug, guys. Live, Laugh, Chug. I think everyone can relate. Thank you for joining us for episode 4. Your host, Artemis and Bethany. We are about to dive in on just some fun, crazy stories of...
I think they're very relatable.
Yeah, I think so. And I would love if some of our listeners would even be open to just like sharing some of their stories. I think that would be amazing. But
I think we should read them on the next...
Yes. Yeah. Let's do it. Come on, people. Don't fail us. Give us some stories. Give us some comments. We would love to dig into it. But let's get into it. So let's start off with something spicy like fake IDs. Emmis. Okay. Have you or have you not had a fake ID?
I most certainly have.
I love that.
Had a fake ID.
Me too. I think it's kind of like a passageway into like young adultness. Like, you know, like,
I think so.
I mean, not necessarily, but I think it's a staple for sure.
I mean, Beth, when we used to go clubbing, you were still in diapers.
Yeah, I was, you know, figuring out how to use the restroom and, you know, how to stay on my feet for a few hours consistently. So
I will tell you, it was a little different.
Yeah.
Clubbing back in the day was different.
I feel like the music must have been fire. Fuego. Like Sean Paul, ooh girl. Pitbull in his element, hotel, motel, holiday. Let's go.
I have pictures.
You gotta show them
from the clubs.
Yes.
We probably look hella dirty.
That's okay, but you know what, girl? Walking in at like 8 p.m. that night before shiz hit the fan, like you and your girls were popping.
We were popping. We were hot.
Popping, dressed, tight, looking good.
I found the camera that we used to take pictures.
We need to go through it. We need to go through it.
Yeah. I think we're gonna give it to JC to just like pop it in and look at what's in it
simultaneously. Yes, I love that. JC, you have another job.
Yeah, probably. You just used to look at it. And literally. I am afraid what's going to be in it.
It's okay. You know what, girl? It was a time in your life. We all grow and learn. And I think there's just some gems in there. You know?
Yeah, I mean...
You might disagree, but I think there are some beautiful gems in there.
If I go through my friend's Facebook, because I don't have a Facebook anymore, but if I go through my friend's Facebook and just look at all of the old pictures, dear Lord.
Sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus is right. So just to give you a little bit of... a background on how the fake ID happened.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Some of our friends were turning 21, and some of us were still 18, 19, and 20. My friend, I'm not going to say her name, who I got the fake ID from, she had long dark hair like I did, like my hair. I had long black hair and roughly the same height. We don't look the same, but you can kind of pass it, right?
Yeah, like if you're squinting a little bit or it's dark at a club.
100%.
There's a big line.
The bouncers are just like, whatever.
It's good.
Yeah. So, and I also like, they would trick you. These bouncers were tricky. They'd be like, what's your sign? And I'd be like, I'm a Leo. Because she was.
Oh, they would ask that?
Oh, 100%.
Wow,
it was wild. It was so good. So I'm going to tell you some stories. And I got I was like, I'll pay you $20. Go get another ID. And I will take that ID. And then when we're done, I'll return it.
Oh, she did it for $20?
Oh, yeah. I gave her $20.
That's nice.
But that's how much it costs to get a second ID form.
Okay.
Back in the day from Illinois. God. Okay. So I get the fake ID. 2 of my very close friends, they have fake IDs, and they were real IDs, but friends that looked similar to them, right?
Wow, what a blessing to have friends that all kind of look alike. Like, girl, give me that ID.
Like my last name is easy; it's just LOCI, but her last name was a long-ass last name. So then I had to remember how to spell in English because I have to spell in Albanian in my head first.
That's right.
And then I have to spell in English. I was like BYLY. I was like
crying in the club,
crying. So I had to like practice. We used to drive from Lombard where I grew up. So like. Half an hour to the city, and we technically before we used to go to this European clubs or bars, and we would just get drinks, and they were European, they didn't really care. We used to go there and hang out till like 2 in the morning, back in the day. I don't know how my parents did it, but my mom used to call like screaming sometimes. But anyway.
Wait, call you or call the police?
Call
like,
me.
My daughter. Okay.
Screaming, where are you? And I'm
like, I don't blame her.
God.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Emma's just doing some hood rat stuff.
Hood rat stuff, I swear. We used to dress up. Oh my God, it was so great. But anyway, so we enter this, we drive, our guy friends are already in the club. We drive, it was the three of us. We drive there, and I go in first, and the dude's like, you can go in.
Go ahead.
And then my other friend, I was like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, you're like, this is it, girl. We in.
And my other friend goes there, and he's like, and she looked more like the ID than I did. And he's like,
oh,
no.
Take it. No way.
He said no. And she's like, what do you mean no? And he's like, no. He's like, no. So he tells her no. And then the other one comes in, and he's just like, what's your sign? And she goes, I don't believe in that bullshit.
Oh, I love that answer. That's a good answer.
And he goes, okay, well, you're not getting this back.
Oh.
And he goes, no.
Wow.
So then they're just like, they're stuck outside, and I'm stuck inside now.
Yeah.
And I was like,
damn.
So I go up to him, and I was like, hey.
Hey, sir.
And he's like, oh, what do you need? And I was like, why didn't you let my friends in? And he's like, you know why? And I said, no, I don't.
Please.
And he's like, are you going to go in or are you going to go out? And I was like, can I have the IDs back?
No way.
I swear. I have no shame. I have no shame in my game.
Honestly, you miss all the shots you don't take, right?
I have no shame in my game. I swear to you. And he goes, no. He's like, you know that they're fake. He's like, go before I take yours. And I was like, all right, fine. So that was a fail, but whatever. And
you can't win all of them. You can't win all of them.
Yeah, you can't.
It's not life.
So we found this place that would do European IDs.
What, European IDs?
Yeah, fake European IDs.
Oh, really?
And we used to order them online. Don't know the company. Don't come after me.
Yeah.
But we used to order them online.
How many of those bad boys did you order? Like, how many times did
all my friends. We just bad boyed them. We just got them. All of them got them.
Yeah.
So here's the funny thing. I will say this. I'm so fucking clever, dude.
Dude, oh my
so
gosh.
Let's do the story.
You're thriving in these moments.
we get the IDs. My other friends have, because he came with like a fake like passport-ish.
Was it kind of legit, or?
It looked kind of legit from Europe. And then he came with an ID card.
Oh.
And then
that's a whole setup.
I will not say what bank one of my friends used to work, but we opened accounts with those things with $25.
You're lying.
And we have a debit card. They all had a debit card with $25.
To show proof? If they're if they're like, no, this isn't legit, and you're like, sir, let me get you out my debit card to prove.
I got my debit card. I'm not going to say what bank it is, whatever it was, but we got accounts, and we put legit money in it because we were still using it, but it was a foreign fake ID.
Dude.
Okay.
You guys were committed. You're so like, committed. All right, guys, we had to go. Accounts, so therefore, if they ask for a second form of identification, we can provide that, and we are in the club that night.
So me, smarty pants, I was like, listen, guys, this is a plan. I was like, I'm going to pretend that you guys don't speak a lot of English, and I'm going to translate.
Yes.
So I get there to the bouncer, and I was like, hey, and I gave him my fake ID, the real Illinois ID, and he goes, okay, and I was like, hey, just so you know, I was like, my friends are here from Europe. They don't speak a lot of English, so give me 1 second. And he goes, okay, can I have the IDs? And then I turned it in Albanian, and I was like, oh, give the IDs. He wants to, and they're like, oh, yeah. They speak better English than I did because I grew up there.
Wait, did they know any Albanian at all?
Yeah, of course. They were Albanian too. Okay. But they'd be like, oh, yeah, okay. So, like, they didn't understand English, but they were raised there since they were kids, so they knew English better than I did. And they'd be like, and I'd be like, okay, it's time. Okay, we're good. Yeah, and I'd be like moving them in. Dear God, in. Just like that.
Wow, you cracked the code, girl.
I cracked the code.
You cracked the code.
And then we used to just like party, but at the time, you could smoke inside the clubs.
Oh, wow.
So we used to come home at 4 o'clock in the morning, reeking of cigarettes and smoke.
Rancid.
Disgusting.
Wow.
Alcohol and cigarettes.
Oh, God. Girl, you had a film on you. I know when you were showering, you were just cleansed. Just the cleansedness of that film. Oh, my gosh.
Sickening. And I used to work at a hotel, so we used to rent hotel rooms as well.
God.
We used to get the double jointed. Like the tub would be full of alcohol and full of ice.
Miss, how are you guys alive? The alcohol consumption.
I used to go to work. I used to go to work, get changed, go party, sleep at the hotel, wake up in the morning, go straight to work.
Oh my! Wow. If there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way.
We go.
Some shit show.
Girl, I love that. You made it through, and you know what? With your geniusness, the brains,
somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, and you did it, and you did it well.
I was not a girl that waited in lines either. The line could be out the door, and I would walk up to the bouncer and be like, "Hey,
there,
3 of us," and he'd be like, "I'd be like, can you let us in,
please?"
And he's like, "Fine."
He's like, all right, let me see the IDs.
Yeah.
And boom.
Social 25 was our club.
In Chicago.
In Chicago. Right? It used to be like kind of like a live music until 10 o'clock. And then it used to turn into like a club, like 2 floors.
2 floors? That's nice.
Yeah, it was 2 floors. Yeah, downstairs was more like club, you get a table kind of deal. And upstairs it was more like little, you know, whatever, dance floors. That was great.
Wow.
The stories from there are just wild.
That is amazing. We're definitely going to have to dabble in a little bit more of that because that is crazy. You literally said a whole bathtub of ice and just liquor. Bathtub. I like how you guys were like, we're going to do it right. We need ice. Like, this is going to be chill.
We were all underage, too.
Yeah. How did you? Oh, you had fake IDs. That makes sense.
We worked there.
Yeah. Oh,
we got the rooms for $25.
That's a steal. Dude.
We were running.
You could have gotten the whole floor for all your girls. Like, all right, everybody gets their own room. No, I'm kidding.
And it used to be like a total of like, I would say maybe like 30, 40 people would show up and party with us.
Oh my gosh, Emma, how did you not get in trouble with your employer?
I didn't. One time that we got in trouble, it wasn't under my name, the rooms, which was great. It was under our other friend that worked there with us.
Dude, did they get fired?
He could never rent at the hotel.
They're
I'm not
like,
even gonna say the name of the place.
Yeah, don't.
He could never rent.
They're like, you're a restriction. You've been restricted. You no longer have access to booking.
Well, we had like a New Year's party there, and then we woke up and like the rug was like full of like cigarette burns and puke everywhere, and like
that's lovely. That is wild. I actually got my fake ID with some friends, which, you know, so
was it a real fake ID or a fake ID?
No, it was like a legit real fake. Like,
okay.
One of my friends, she had an older sister, and she actually got a fake ID from this like person.
Okay.
And it was working. Like, they would go out of the States, they would go like local to bars, and it would work. So, and she was like telling me, and she was like, girl, which this is genius for the people that are doing this.
Yeah.
She was like, the more people we get on this, like if we get 6 of them, the cheaper it is. And I was like, girl, that's not, so I was
20.
Yeah,
rack them up.
literally.
$5.
So I was like, okay, I'm in, she was in, I think we got like 2 other people or 3 other people in. So like we were getting a steal.
Yeah.
It was $90, I think. Got 2 copies. And like they were legit. Like we just had to submit in the photo. I just sent her the photo, and then like they did it, and we got them in like a matter of 3 weeks.
Nice.
Dude, Emmis, like it was legit. Like it was a California one because that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
We didn't do out of state. We could have done out of state, but I was kind of like I don't know. I feel like it'd be a little more suspicious.
They always think my Arizona one is fake when I'm going to Chicago.
I've noticed.
They're just like
same when I travel too. They're very. So that's what I'm thinking is like when it's out of state, it's a little bit more like conspicuous. Like it's like sus. So that's why I was like, okay, to like mitigate that risk, let me just do local, which it also could bite me in the butt too. But YOLO. So we did that, and then we got it pretty quickly. And dude, like you put that bad boy in the light, you saw the bear, you saw the hologram, like it was legit, and it even scanned too, which like I'm sure it's just a code. This is crazy. If any law enforcement people are hearing this, they are screaming inside.
We don't know what we're talking about.
No, not at all.
And also, this was a long time ago, so it doesn't bite us anymore.
Yep.
It's fine.
No longer have it.
It was just kids being kids, dude.
Yeah, literally. And you know what? Like that is so crazy that I even did that, and like you even did that, because dude, the repercussions if we got caught. Whew,
bad.
But
who thought about it? We were such kids, like nobody thought about it.
You kind of think you're indestructible
like, let's just go to the club and have fun.
It's something like little like that, like you just want to hang out with your friends, you know, all that stuff. And
because they were older, some of them, so.
Yeah, and that's like the thing too then is like you just graduated high school, now you're at this point to like where people are going out and you just want to, you know, like go and experience all that stuff. But yeah, so we got him and we were just doing anything and everything. Like we'd go to the gas stations. Where I live, it was like pretty like deserty. We had Targets and stuff, but like there was like a lot of desert, so it was like pretty notorious for like groups to like the guys always had trucks, so like we'd all like get in the truck, we'd go to the gas station, grab alcohol, like grab snacks, and we'd like do like little bonfires. So like that was our thing. Like local bars, like things like that. But it was wild. Like there's so many just like absolutely absurd things of like, damn, we really did that, you know?
We really did that.
Literally. But it's okay. Like, it was fun. It wasn't like no ill intent. Like, I wasn't like drinking and like none of that. Like, I never dabbled with that. It was always like we were like safe in a spot to do so. But like, how wild. Like, I'm just at a gas station, like, here's my ID, like shaking. Like, this is legit. This is legit. My birthday's there.
I just have like RBF, so people are just like, Here you go.
And honestly,
take it back, ma'am.
Dude, come on, the gas attendant, like they're getting paid what? Like at that time, I'm like 10.50 an hour, 9.50 an hour. Like they're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like you gave them identity, like they're just boom boom.
He showed me the ID.
Yeah.
I thought it looked real.
He's not gonna be out here like, what's your sign?
Yeah.
What's your height?
What's your height?
This says 113. Girl.
What's
you gain a little weight, you know, like
I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah, I love that. That is so good.
Like, what?
That was, and it was probably like automatic for her.
Yeah, because she was pissed that she couldn't get in. I mean, all of us were, but you know, gotta go.
I love that, dude. And they work so easily at restaurants.
Yeah,
like boom.
See, we never used it at restaurants.
Oh, okay.
We only used it just to get in the clubs and the bars. We never used it at restaurants. We didn't care that much.
I was nervous to go to clubs with it, just because I knew they were a bit more, but like bars, like hole in the wall bars, and like restaurants, like it was like easy breezy.
Oh no, we didn't care about the clubs. We'd be like,
I was too nervy. We were too scared.
Skimpy outfits.
Yeah.
Heels the whole time.
I love that.
We
Ankles hurting, feet crying.
Dance. Oh my God, I really have to show you some of those pictures. They're wild. It was great.
I love that. We need to see them. We need to see them.
We need to see them, yeah.
Dude, give us a little more of these benders. Like, what's one of the like top funniest things you can think of, like going out in the clubs in Chicago?
Oh my God. Honestly, I remember one time. Oh, my best friend's gonna kill me for this one, but I don't even know if I should share this.
Well, it's up to you, girl. This is a safe zone, but it's up to you.
Oh man, we have this thing called like Blackout Wednesdays. You know, before Thanksgiving.
I'm thinking like Black Friday. What is that called?
No, Blackout. We call them Blackout Wednesdays because you go out, you get smashed.
Oh my God, on a Wednesday.
And then before Thanksgiving.
Oh, because it's I did not know that. Okay, go.
Oh yeah, so her and I decided, we're like, you know what? Let's just get dressed. Let's just go downtown.
Let's see what happens.
We had a couple of friends that were out, and we ended up obviously at Social 25, which was our spot, and we just flippin' loved it. And this is like one of the worst moments for me. I've had some shitty moments, okay? But this is one of my all-time lows, I think.
You know?
Oh, God. So we get there. I knew the bartender, Ryan, and he goes, legit, I just paid him like $10 for the whole entire thing.
No way.
And we were getting drinks the whole night. So I gave him like $100 tip, you know, whatever. So we're having drinks, whatever. Sometimes I'm a little savagey. So like that night, Eva was talking to this guy. I shouldn't have said her name. Dink.
Somebody. Someday.
She was talking to this guy, and they were just like chit-chatting, and they were being cool, and I'm just like hanging out over there, chit-chatting with Ryan, whatever, getting drinks. And this little homeboy comes next to me, and like it's so offensive. Like some of the like the flirty things that they do is so offensive, and I'm a savage.
I love that. As you should be.
I just wasn't like, you know, whatever. So he comes by me, and I'm paying for my drink or whatnot, and I'm just, you know, whatever. And he comes by me, and he slides me a $50 bill.
Like
$50 bill,
like ripped.
And he goes, "Sweetheart, buy yourself a drink." Oh. And I like looked at him, and I was like, I took it and I shoved it right back, and I said, "How about you take this and shove it up your?" And he goes, "Whoa." He's like, I was just trying to be flirty. And I said, "And if you come talk to me one more time," I was like, "Do you see him right there?" And like Ryan like looked at me, and I was like, "That bouncer right outside is gonna kick you right out." I was like, "Don't come talk to me anymore." And he goes, I was trying. I was like, "Ready?" I was like, "I'm counting till 3 till you go away."
Let's go.
So he just like leaves, and I was like, "What?" And Ryan comes by, he's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're good. Like no big deal. Handled it. It's fine."
Yeah.
Anyway. So after all of these drinks, he was like, "Oh my gosh, let's go here, let's go there, whatever." So we get in the car. Eva's driving. We roughly like sideswipe something.
Oh my gosh.
That's not even the worst.
No.
Anyway, so we're like, okay, we're gonna. It's already like 3 a.m. by this point, so we're like, let's just drive home. Let's drive home. So we drive home. We're on the highway. You know, Thanksgiving's in the morning. We're on the highway, and I was like, "Yo, I really gotta go pee." Like,
no way, Emmis, where is this going?
And he was like, "You can't." We're in the middle of the highway, and I was like, "Yo, I was like, I have to." So then she had like a Starbucks mug.
No,
I swear, I just squatted.
Oh my
in the car. And I was like, oh, I gotta throw this out. And she's like, not my good mug.
Yeah.
So like I opened the window and like dumped it and I was like, I think I have to go again.
You're lying.
What?
Oh my gosh.
So then I go again. I was like, what are we gonna do with this? And I was like, you can't have this mug that I just
yeah, like I'm not letting you drink ever.
Threw it out the highway.
Oh my. Did you buy her a new cup?
No, she's still waiting for one.
You gotta, after this episode, you're gonna text her. You're gonna say, girl, pick out a cup. I'm getting it for you.
We get home.
Yeah.
And we're hugging the toilet one at a time, one at a time, one at a time.
Like throwing up? Or?
Yeah, throwing up. And I had to cook Thanksgiving dinner.
Ew.
So the next morning, like I slept for like 2 hours and I got up to do Thanksgiving dinner.
That is horrible.
And then everybody came over and I was like, I can't smell the wine.
Oh my gosh.
Please not.
I could not. You're built different, girl. You're built different.
Where was I gonna go? Get arrested? I could not have her get arrested.
Yeah.
So might as well just throw the mug on the highway.
Oh my gosh, and then you cooked a whole Thanksgiving meal for you and your family.
Meal for everybody.
God bless.
I know. It was.
Were your parents like, are you okay in the morning?
I think my mom was just like, because I had my own place.
Oh, okay.
And then they came over, and I think
so they were coming over to your place.
Yeah.
Oh, you were hosting.
I was hosting. My mom's just like, are you all right? And I was like, yeah, we're fine. And she's like, you're not even drinking wine, and you like wine. I was like, I just don't want to. I'm good. I can't even smell it at this point. But
don't put it near me, please.
Yeah. So I owe you a mug, a Starbucks mug. I need to send you the money for that.
You're texting her right now after this podcast. God. Sweet jeez.
I've never shared that story with a lot of people.
That is
besides her.
Well, now with me and our fellows.
Yeah, and everybody else is going to listen to it. Yeah. I'm so sorry, but I've done that before.
You know what, girl? I'm sure there's even worse stories out there in general with other people that are like just so off hinge.
You have to be like thinking about things like puke in your purse.
Oh my gosh, puking in cars, puking in I cannot, dude. One of my friends, we were driving and I was the DD, and dude, we were going out from we just went to like a house party, which were like pretty common, like back in my hometown, like that was just kind of like the thing, or like the bonfires, like I said. Dude, it was horrible. I really regret that night because I was a DD and I was like, okay, we need to go, like it's getting late, like we got to get home. Not even 10 minutes into the ride home, she throws up all over my dashboard in my car. I did not know what to do. So I just like pulled over and like I was like, okay, like we need to get her out of the car. Like she is not doing more. Like hell no. Like if someone's puking next to me, I'm puking. I could be sober. I could be like, I am puking.
It's a smell.
I can't
do the smell.
Cannot. I'll do blood. I'll do.
Oh, I won't do that either. I'll pass out.
I could do number 2. You know, like I could, but like
can't.
Dude, throw up. Like I'm right there with them, you know. So like, oh my gosh, that was the worst drive home. But like we got her out. She was good. She did that. Like, that was a nightmare. And my dad. I was living on my dad's, and he's like an early riser, and we probably I got back at maybe 3:30. I had to stay up. He wakes up at 5, so I was okay, this is crunch time. Like I had to clean the car. I had to clean the car, and it was horrible because it was like
I can't.
It was like in the vents, and it was like I can't. And like it was I drove a Chevy HHR, which is horrible. It was free, you know. It was free.
That's fine.
You know, it was didn't have to pay for it, but it is a unique car. People always called it a PT Cruiser, which I hated. Like PT Cruisers are ugly, and it was just not a cute car. But like, dude, it had cloth seats.
Oh God.
And
it's nasty.
My mom. It was originally my mom's car before the divorce, and then when my parents got divorced, my mom just let my dad have the car, and she got a different car. And my parents had back in the day, it was trendy to have those dash covers. And you can you put initials family of 4, and then the 4 little foots, and then cute names. They had that. And this is so wild, but like after my parents, like it was like pretty expensive to buy that. Like they were like, you know, $150. Like they weren't like super cheap, and they just got it. And my dad's like, well, I'm not throwing this away. Like I just bought this. Like this is, you know, good quality. So my dad literally like got a box cutter and just cut out like her name. So it was just because it had like her name, my dad's name, and then my brother and mine, and like 4 little feet. He cut it out and he left it there. Like, that is some ghetto shit. That is some ghetto. But like, to the story, like it was on the dash thing. Like it was just horrible. And like I'm a writer because I just made sure she was safe home, and like I cleaned up the mess after.
Oh, that's so good.
But like, oh my gosh, I mess. Like I jump out the window rather than throw up in someone's car. Like you take too many people down. You take too many people down. Like,
you know the drink blue motherfuckers?
Adios,
whatever they're called.
Oh yeah.
Well, my friend that I used her mug, she decided to puke in my car, and it was all blue in the back.
Oh my god.
It was adios motherfuckers on the whole entire back.
Yep.
I was after one of the club scenes.
I mean, it happens. It happens. Things happen.
I was like, that's disgusting. I can't do puke.
Yeah. I can't. I can't either. I don't know. Wow. How was cleaning that up? Did you clean it up?
I didn't clean it up. She's done that one more time too. Like it's just hilarious. We decided to, in our apartment downtown, we decided to throw a keg party. For what reason?
Like
June, I don't remember why. But she decided to. She had a couple of drinks and I don't know what mixed up or whatever. But our bathroom, it was everywhere in our bathroom, and it was just red everywhere. And I walked in and I was like, nope, I can't do it. So our other friend went and cleaned it up. Thank God for her. She cleaned it up.
Paid her. Oh my gosh, what a trooper.
She's such a trooper because I puked in her hat previously.
And she's cleaning your restroom.
She's cleaning her restroom.
Oh wow.
This is a funny story. So I'm 5'2". I'm little. And I was dressed up like a cat. For Halloween?
It
was Halloween. Okay. I was just not a random
Wednesday night.
No.
I don't know.
So prior to us going out, me and my bestie, we had friends come over at our house. We were playing that roulette thingy where you put like whiskey, tequila, vodka, and you spin it, and then whatever it falls under, then you just drink it. So we were already like 6 shots deep, right?
Oh my gosh.
And then we decided to go to our friend Paulie. He always throws this Halloween party, which is always amazing. So we decided to go to the party right after, and we're like, all right. So her and I woke up. And there was this 2 guys that are just like, oh my God, what a little cat. And I was like, little cat? Like, what do you mean?
I'm a boss woman.
I was like, I am not a little cat. And they're like, what are you, like 5 foot? And I was like, I'm 5'2". They're like, oh, you can't even drink anything. And I was like, I can outdrink you. Yeah. I'm Albanian. I will outdrink you. Let's go.
Let's go, shot by shot.
So within like half an hour, like we're there at the bar. We're taking shots. So by this time, like I think we had a total of like 8 shots.
No way.
Tequila and then lemon drops. Ooh. So I'm already like 6 shots deep from the house and 8 shots deep like right afterwards.
How's your tummy?
I don't know.
Dude, so next morning shits are different from drinking. Like I would have been done.
It gets worse. So I have like the cat mustache and the cat little nose.
Yeah.
And
fully committed.
And one of my friends, he's just like, hey, are you okay? I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and you know when you sit in the stall and everything's spinning? We were spinning at that moment. So I get out, I go outside, and it was like 2 chairs, and there were things, and I was like he's sitting next to me, and I was like, I have to. So I see the hat, and it was a top hat, and I puke in the hat.
That was your friend.
And he goes, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know, not really. So I like put it down, and I was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell whoever it is.
Yeah.
Like whatever. And I was like, oh, I gotta go again. So I pick up the top hat again, and I puke again in the top hat.
I'm scared where this is going.
And I was like, we gotta tell somebody. Like we gotta tell somebody.
I'm glad you weren't just a throw up and dipper. Like those people exist, just and then they dip.
Well, also I didn't want to throw up on the floor for everybody to slip, so I was like, hat,
look
cool,
at you,
good deal. Yeah, even when I was drunk, I was thinking about this.
Like, come on.
Anyway, he goes, no, we're going to leave this right here, and we got to go. And I was like, I have to go home. Half an hour in, And he's like, I'm going to order you an Uber to go home. Like, we got to get an Uber. And I was like, that's fine. So within half an hour, I'm plastered. We don't even party with other people. I don't even remember where we are. Yeah. I had already lost my friend wherever she was because it was just a bunch of other friends. Yeah. Anyway, I get in the Uber, and we're 7 minutes away from our house downtown.
Oh, that's nice.
So we get in the Uber, and I was like, how far are we away? And the Uber driver was like, 7 minutes. And I was like, great. So I take out things from my purse. And he goes, do you want me to pull over? I was like, nope.
No.
I just puked in my purse.
Dude.
Swear. Puked in my purse.
Oh my gosh. I like how you just collectively were like, it's coming. I'm going to just.
I know it.
You know what? I'm going to use my purse and I'm going to.
I can't puke in your car.
Wallet. Keys.
They were just all out
and then
in my hand.
Probably like so collectively was like, it's coming. Yep, it's coming. And then just.
Swear.
Oh my.
So I get home. I brushed my teeth, which was good, but I didn't change out of my leotard or like my makeup.
What did you do with the purse?
Oh, we threw it out, which, we had to throw it out. There was puke in it. Yeah. Anyway, so I wake up in the morning, I was like, what hit me? Mm-hmm. So I look in the mirror and my mustache is like
that's cute
over my face. Yeah. And I'm still in my leotard as a cat. I was this is bad.
Yeah.
So passing, whatever hours, I just laid in bed the whole Sunday. Mm-hmm. And my best friend texted me. She goes, come out, we're having dinner. And I was like, I kind of need some food, so let's go there. Now, the friend that I puked in her hat was there. So the whole conversation was, and my best friend knew that it was me who puked in the hat, and she's a traitor. So we're sitting there, and I was just like, oh. She's like, somebody puked in my hat, and I was about to put it on, and my friend goes, no. Yeah. A cat puked in your hat. But there were 3 cats at the Halloween party, so they couldn't tell which cat it was. Yeah, and I was like, okay, don't say anything.
Keep cool.
And my best friend goes, it was this cat. And I was like, no.
You're like,
I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And thank God you didn't put it in your head because it would have been so bad.
That would have been horrible.
It's happened.
That would have been horrible. I would have thrown up. Imagine. Imagine. Oh my gosh.
This is disgusting.
I would have trauma. Like every time I would try to put on a hat, I would just like double, triple check. Like, how do you?
So now I owe a hat to somebody in a mug.
Girl, it gets better. We need to dig a little deeper to see what else
so much more. There's so much more and it's so embarrassing, but this is why it's Live, Laugh, Chug.
Yeah, Live, Laugh, Chug. And we can do so many more of these episodes, which is hilarious. And
you guys got to get to know us a little better. And the reason why we did this podcast is for people to relate. There's so many people that probably have done the same thing as I have.
Yeah, even more probably.
Probably.
Or haven't.
But we would love to know your stories. Like, send us in, and we would love to read them and just kind of,
Have you puked in someone's hat before?
Yeah.
Purse?
Have you peed in someone's
Starbucks cup? Have you peed in other type of objects?
What'd you do?
A car? Did you throw up in someone's car?
Yeah,
how did that
probably.
Literally, yeah. That is so common, which, I don't know, I just thought it would never happen to me, but little do I know.
I mean, our viewers need to really, really get to know us. Yeah. And obviously, like with, our stories and everything else, I think it's only fair that I share my most embarrassing story.
It's part of it.
Out of everything. Ugh, got so embarrassing, but.
That's part of it. Dude,
here we are.
I know. We're living life. We're surviving and navigating it. I have this hilarious story of one of my best friends. We were here in Arizona, and we went to this local bar in downtown Gilbert. Dude, I got trashed. She knew her family, they distribute alcohol, they're one of the big ones.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So she's awesome with that. She always knows things like that, and her family, they are their distributors for it, and they just know a lot of people locally that because they go to bars and they're like, hey, we have our alcohol, do you want to sell it, all that,
sure.
There's more into it. So she knew some of the people at that bar, and dude, they were just hooking it up. I kid you not, I think I paid $15, and that was just straight tip to them. And just shot after shot after shot.
It's disgusting.
I was young and didn't know what the repercussions of having, a lemon shot, then a green tea shot, and then what's that? Peaches and cream. Yeah, it was horrible.
Whiskey and vodka and.
And you know what? My friend that I went with, she's built different. Girl, her tummy, she's built different. She was taking them with me, and she was chilling. And then me, I'm I gotta I gotta go. I was like, where's the restroom? Like, but dude, my friend, she's ride or die. Like, she helped me in that restroom. She held my hair back, and she's helped me pull trig.
That's so good.
In the past.
Someone's got to hold the hair
ride
back.
Ride or die, you know? Like, I would do the same. Held her hair back.
Would you do the same? You can't even handle puke. You can't do the same.
I'll hold hair. It really, if needed, like pulling trig, like I could do it. It's just like a.
All right.
You just gotta get in there.
If it happens, then you're gonna have to do it.
I got you, girl. I got you. I'll make sure no hats or purses are nearby. We're in a restroom. Toilet's right there. But yeah, dude, like.
Man.
I don't know. It was fun and wild, and I could probably get more in depth, but. It just gets more crazy. Dude,
I think we're going to have to do a second.
I think so too. I think we definitely
We're going to have to, because this is just a lot of funny stuff that you guys get to know us with, and it's life, and we got to share the stories for.
I have one more that I just have to say. During the pandemic,
this happened during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was like right on the edge of the pandemic, like kind of like close to the cusp. Like Arizona was just opening back up.
Yeah.
I was serving prior, and then of course like everything shut down.
Yeah.
So then like I was like, dang, like I need a job. So I was working at Home Depot.
Oh.
One of those home improvement places.
I'm sorry.
Isn't that crazy how life got you there?
How does Home Depot relate to that?
They were open during the pandemic. Like they were open.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. How does it go?
Oh, girl, let me tell you. I was working in like the customer service area, which was a whole nother shit show in its end. But dude, there was this older lady.
Yeah.
So dope. Like she's one of the old, like, you know, those older ladies that just have lived life. They're young. They're like just so funny. Like her, like she invited me to go out to downtown Gilbert, and I took my friend that I just spoke about earlier. And dude, she was like, she was, what are those called? It's like Guinnesses, and then there's like a shot in it. It's like Vipers or something. Or Snake Bites or.
Well, no, not the snake bite. Because if you do a shot, you do a shot of whiskey in it.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a Guinness, and then you use a shot.
It's the bombs. It's like a submarine
Irish
or something
bomb?
like that. Irish car bomb.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
it. Yeah.
She was throwing them back. Like, I love her. Her name is Kathy. Like, she is wild. Like, she just, like, I kid you not, like, I would have thought she was like 22. 20, but like she was literally 65, just telling me about like all her life. But we were like hitting downtown Gilbert. It was hilarious. Like the bartender was like, "Are you out with your grandma?" And I was like, "No, I wish she was my grandma. She's dope." But like she was wildin'.
The Irish car bombs. Just remembered when I got plastered in Europe.
Oh no.
I can't. This is gonna be another story for another day. Yep. We're gonna do a second episode of this. This was another wild.
I think we're just going to have a Live, Laugh, Chug series.
Live, Chug. We have to.
We have to invite guests to talk about their stories.
Of course, absolutely.
We got to dig in deeper. I have some better stories that I need to. I'm ready to share at that time.
I just shared my most embarrassing one, so you have to now. Yeah. I can't be the only one.
No, I will do the same. Do the same.
Perfect. Well, join us for our next episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, like and subscribe. Woo-woo. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.